In 1521, the mighty Aztec Empire fell to a few hundred Spanish conquistadors and their native allies. But what if it didn't? What if Montezuma had crushed Cortés, driven out the invaders, and the heart of Mesoamerica had never been colonized? Today we dive into a chilling alternate timeline, where the Aztecs defeated the Spanish. To understand this alternate world, we must first revisit what really happened. In 1519, Hernán Cortés landed on the coast of modern-day Mexico with around 600 men. Though vastly outnumbered by the millions in the Aztec Empire, the Spanish had three powerful weapons: steel, gunpowder, and disease. They also exploited rival tribes who resented Aztec rule. After months of manipulation, betrayal, and bloody battle, Tenochtitlan and the Aztec capital fell in 1521, marking the beginning of Spanish dominance over the Americas. But let's change the script. Imagine this. Montezuma never hesitated. He doesn't welcome Cortés into the city as a god, but treats him as a threat. Aztec spies track the Spanish route. Ambushes are set. Allied tribes like the Tlaxcalans are convinced or conquered before they can switch sides. Then, a decisive moment. The Spanish are surrounded near the causeways of Lake Texcoco. With flaming arrows and obsidian blades, the Aztec eagle and jaguar warriors crush the European intruders. Cortés is killed. Few Spaniards escape. The invasion ends before it ever begins. With their god king Montezuma now a war hero instead of a fallen ruler, Aztec morale soars. The empire doubles down on its military reforms. Trade resumes. The legend of the Spanish is reshaped, not as gods, but as weak, greedy men repelled by Aztec power. Neighboring tribes, seeing the Spanish failure, reconsider rebellion. Instead of fracturing, the Aztec Empire consolidates. More importantly, disease still arrives, but with slower spread. Without cities burning and mass warfare, smallpox doesn't destroy the Aztecs in weeks, and the empire has time to adapt. The Aztecs begin to modernize in their own way. They learn of European weaponry from captured arms and armor. They begin coastal defenses. They form alliances with other Mesoamerican kingdoms, like the Maya or Mixtec, creating a regional superpower. And then, they build ships. By 1600, the Aztec Empire is no longer isolated. It becomes a naval power, sending emissaries to other parts of the Americas. Trade with China, Africa, or even the Dutch becomes possible. Europe, meanwhile, still colonizes other parts of the New World, but central Mexico remains a powerful, independent force. Without Catholic missionaries and colonial rule, Aztec culture evolves instead of being erased. Nahuatl becomes the dominant written language of Mesoamerica. Aztec calendar systems, astronomy, and medicine continue to grow. Sacrificial practices are questioned or refined over time due to internal philosophical debate, not Spanish destruction. What emerges is a hybrid civilization, deeply spiritual, intensely proud, and increasingly aware of the outside world. Imagine Aztec universities, temples built with iron-reinforced stone, a society that retains its roots but steps into the modern age. With the Aztecs holding their ground, the balance of power shifts. Spain's gold supply is drastically reduced. The empire weakens faster. Portugal, England, and France expand elsewhere, possibly focusing more on Africa or Asia. The Atlantic world is reshaped. The idea of European superiority takes a massive hit. Perhaps anti-colonial movements spark earlier across the globe. And by the 1800s, when revolutions shake the world, the Aztecs aren't colonized subjects. They're equals in the global conversation. History is shaped by the narrowest of margins. One moment of hesitation, one alliance, one disease. The Aztec defeat was not inevitable. It was tragic. But imagining a world where they stood tall reminds us that history isn't just about what happened, but what could have been.